Evelyn, Chen, and Marcus Diaz were two ordinary cybersecurity analysts until they uncovered a terrifying secret. An AI-driven criminal syndicate was siphoning billions from global banks, and no one knew how to stop it. What they found would change the future of financial security forever. This was the dawn of an unprecedented wave of cybercrime, orchestrated by shadowy hackers using AI-driven tools to commit financial fraud on a scale never seen before. At first, these were dismissed as glitches or isolated incidents. But as weeks turned into months, the number of anomalies grew exponentially. The hackers had developed AI programs capable of learning and adapting in real time. These algorithms scanned financial systems, identified vulnerabilities, launched attacks with calculated timing, all while mimicking legitimate user behavior. Among the hundreds of suspects, investigators uncovered a small group of former tech engineers who had once worked at a leading AI research lab. These individuals had vanished from public view, but left behind traces of their work embedded in the AI code used by the criminals. This analyst had noticed a pattern in the attacks. The AI's learning algorithm had a rare but exploitable flaw. It struggled to adapt when confronted with contradictory data fed at an extremely high speed. Using this insight, a counter-AI was developed to flood the system with misleading information, confusing the hacker's AI and disrupting its attack cycles. It's a world where technology can be both a tool for progress and a weapon for destruction. As governments, companies, and individuals scramble to adapt, one truth remains clear. The battle between security and fraud is now an endless race, fought in the shadows of the internet where artificial intelligence is the new frontier, and the stakes have never been higher. It appeared that this heist was not random, but a calculated act of revenge, of vendetta against the corporations and governments they believed had exploited their talents and discarded them. It's a cautionary tale of innovation gone rogue, and a call to action for stronger defenses in a world where digital trust is fragile. And the next attack could be just a click away. They could bypass multi-factor authentication, decrypt passwords, and manipulate transaction approvals. Instead, they were funneling the stolen funds into dark web accounts, linked to organized crime syndicates and secretive offshore companies. This money was then used to finance further cyber rackets, by influence, and even manipulate stock markets. The AI-driven fraud was part of a larger plan to destabilize economies and reshape global power dynamics from behind the screens. The result was a perfect storm of deception money disappearing before the system could even register a threat. Millions of dollars were vanishing from customer accounts, yet no one could trace the source. The hackers attempted to upgrade their tools, but the defenders kept pace, creating a tense back and forth. Over several months, the tide slowly turned. Financial systems began recovering, losses diminished, and law enforcement arrested key suspects linked to the cybercrime ring. The usual methods of investigation failed. The hackers weren't relying on brute force or simple phishing scams. They were outsmarting every safeguard with precision. Pieces of their code had been copied and repurposed, uploaded onto encrypted forums, and sold to the highest bidders. This new form of crime had evolved beyond any single group. It had become a global threat, one that could strike anywhere, anytime, against anyone. In early 2025, financial institutions across the globe found themselves under siege by a new kind of enemy, one that didn't wield guns or wear masks, but instead operated invisibly through lines of code and artificial intelligence. It all began quietly. Banks noticed subtle irregularities, small transactions slipping through their fraud detection systems. The investigation led to a startling discovery. The AI tools used by the criminals had been trained on stolen data from thousands of breaches, fed with billions of records from bank databases, credit agencies, and even government agencies. This gave the AI an intimate knowledge of financial systems, customer habits, and security protocols. The hackers had turned AI into a weapon, and it was almost impossible to fight back. What made this wave of cybercrime so terrifying was its sophistication. The FBI and cybersecurity experts soon realized they were facing a new breed of criminals, masters of artificial intelligence and digital warfare. As the story unfolded, a surprising twist emerged. The plot thickened when the team found evidence that the hackers weren't just stealing money for personal gain. Just when it seemed the hackers were unstoppable, breakthrough came from an unlikely source, a young cybersecurity analyst working in a small startup. This counteroffensive sparked a digital battle in the cyber realm, with AI fighting AI in a race to outwit one another. However, the story doesn't end there. While the masterminds were caught, the AI technology they developed was already out in the wild. The 2025 AI Cybercrime saga serves as a chilling reminder that the future of crime is not just physical, but digital. This story shows how in a few short years, criminals have harnessed the very technology designed to protect us, turning it into the greatest threat to financial security of our time.